morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. It is Wednesday, the 22nd, and it is the first day of Lent today. It's also Wednesday of our homeschool break, and it is a work day for me. I made a complete mess of everything yesterday. Well, I did get my homeschool organization done, but I have not cleaned up my shelves, and I have books at my feet right now in my office. My desk is a disaster. I am going to be focusing on getting things thrown in the trash today. That is going to be my main goal, is to grab some trash bags and get rid of stuff. Some of the things, I just have like random printouts of homeschool curriculum and budget stuff and more homeschool curriculum updates, all kinds of things that are just kind of all over the place. I still don't know what I'm going to do with these homeschool carts or just rolling carts. They are essentially useless and I still keep them. So I think that probably I'm just going to empty them and put them in the basement. Maybe my husband will want to use them, I don't know. But today is going to be a lot of cleaning again. Yesterday, my house turned into a disaster area because of all of the books that I took out of bookshelves. Guys, I know that I have a problem with books. I do know this, but I kind of ignore it because most of my books fit on bookshelves. So I really just have a small number of books that do not fit on bookshelves, and they were on shelves in my closet. But I wanted to move a bookcase upstairs. I have not moved it yet. And all of the books that were on that bookcase, I want to get rid of. Well, no, that's not true. A good portion of them I want to get rid of. Some of them I am keeping. But I don't know what to do with them because there's probably 100 books, maybe 200 books that I want to get rid of. What do you do with your books when you want to get rid of them? I can't just bring one small box up to Goodwill every other day. That would drive me insane, but maybe that's what I just have to do. Anyways, so today is going to be another work day. Tomorrow is my monthly reset. So tomorrow is going to be focused on the thinking things, budgeting, planning, homeschool for March, because we will be schooling all through March during our next 6-week term. We haven't done school for a full month since October because we had our winter break and then we started, I think, January 9th, and now it's February and we have a week off. So I need to get homeschool stuff situated, and that will all happen tomorrow. But in order for me to feel like I can sit down and think about those things, sorry about the sun, I gotta back up. In order for me to sit down and concentrate on planning and all of the things that I need to think about, like goals and making some action plans and a spring refresh for my goals, all of that stuff, I need to have a clear space. If I don't have a clear space, I'm not able to think clearly. I don't know. So that is my plan for today. I took care of the chickens already. They are still laying eggs, which is great. Tomorrow we're supposed to get a foot of snow. I have my live stream tomorrow, my co-working live stream in the Patreon, and I'm hoping that we don't lose power so that can still go through. Right now, I'm probably going to get my laundry put away. I had sorted it a couple of days ago. It's my personal laundry that I just left in a laundry basket. And I want the kids to do some Lego sorting too. I'm hoping to get the Legos completely sorted today. They were not pleased about doing so much Lego sorting yesterday, but as soon as it's done, I feel like it'll be a lot easier to manage. It's just getting it done. It might be Mom that finishes it, but that's okay. It is what it is. So I think I'm going to make myself another coffee. I might make myself a latte. It is Lent, so I am giving up the news for Lent. I started doing that, I think in 2015 or 2016, I started giving up the news for Lent because it turned super toxic, I feel like. I mean, it's always been really not great, but I felt like it was incredibly toxic starting around like right before the 2016 presidential election. So, and I am a news junkie. So taking this time to decompress from the news is good. My kids still watch World Watch during this time, so I do still hear some things. And obviously my husband tells me if there's something important going on, but for the most part, I completely get off of all news sites, no news, no listening to news, no looking at the news online, no newspapers. It's really good for my sanity. So that is what I'm doing. Emma has put limits on her screen time using the settings on her iPad and stuff. So she is limiting herself on like YouTube and all of those things. That's what she's done for Lent. Jack, I think, has given up YouTube except for tutorials if he needs to look something up, like educational tutorials. And Lucy, she does not really participate. I mean, she might think of something, but for the most part, she's too little. So that is what we are working on today. I started Ambrosia last night, C.N. Crawford, but I was so tired. I only read like the first 2 chapters, or maybe 3 or 4 chapters. And I'm kind of thinking that I might get the audiobook so that I can listen to it while I'm working, because I have a few Audible credits. So I think I'm actually going to do that while I'm working. It will motivate me to keep going. I feel like I didn't actually make any progress because my table is still a mess, but my desk is actually much neater right now, so that's good. I'm listening to A Discovery of Witches. I thought I would be able to buy Ambrosia on Audible. No, I can't buy Ambrosia on Audible. Of course not. It's not released yet for Audible. I emptied out my homeschool carts here, so that's good. I organized my pens into a much neater way of organizing them. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this stuff here. I think what I'm going to do is move all of my Bible stuff into the closet right there for the time being until we figure out what we're going to do for shelving in the living room. And then I'm going to put most of my homeschool reference stuff here. I still need to go through some of these planners. These are all goal planners that I purchased last fall to review and figure out if I wanted to use them. I don't want to use them. I also have the daily planner from Cultivate What Matters that they just came out with last year. They're dated planners, so I can't really do anything with them besides get rid of them. I might pull out some of the information that I thought would be interesting to read through, specifically the Dave Ramsey goal planner. There's like a focus for each month. I think it's like financial, spiritual, relational. I think there's only 3. I think it's those 3. So I might pull those out just so I can read them. And then I'm not really sure what else I'm going to do, but my office is actually much cleaner, so that's good. But I think that I'm going to try and store most of my Bible stuff and my notebooks that I have not used in the closet for the time being. Move all of my, well, I don't know if you can see down here, I have all of my reference books, a lot of homeschool reference books, journals, commentaries, more journals, focus journals. So I have all of that stuff down there, which is good. It's on a shelf out of the way, but because it's down there, I never actually look at it or pull the stuff out to use, and I want to. So I am going to take a break. I'm going to make myself a smoothie and get the dishes in the dishwasher from breakfast, because I have not done that yet. I think that's what I'm going to do right now. Jack is down in the basement cleaning out the office space down there, which is just a storage space of junk at the moment. When we don't know what to do with something, we just stick it in the closet in that little office space, and that's where it stays. But I'd like to get that more organized. We'll see if that happens. Lucy is on the treadmill, walking on the treadmill. She really enjoys that. And we did some Lego sorting also. So we're making progress, and I'm happy about that. And I cleaned up the kitchen from breakfast and from lunch. I'm going to make some hard-boiled eggs because we have many, many eggs in the refrigerator, which is really nice, but I need to do something with them. They last for months in the refrigerator. Fresh eggs from backyard chickens will last for months because we don't wash the shells like a lot of people will wash the shells, and that reduces the shelf life. And you can keep them on the counter as well, but we don't have enough counter space to leave eggs out. So yeah, I want to finish getting this stuff put away, and then I would like to get things in the basement a little more organized. However, I may not deal with the basement until this weekend or Friday. I think what I am going to actually end up doing is the entryway closet and trying to figure out what to do with the craft supplies that are in the bureau that is in our dining room. That bureau, I think I've mentioned this before, was in Emma's room, and we've used that for years, but her clothes are too big and the drawers are not deep enough for her clothes to fit in it anymore, and so we moved it out of her bedroom. It made it to the kitchen, and then I put all of the craft stuff in it. It's not really organized in there, and honestly, only the top couple of drawers are being used. Everything else is just junk that can be thrown away. There's like Ziploc bags of slime and all of that stuff. What I want to do is take the markers and the crayons, go through them, the pencils, all of that stuff, and put all of that stuff into the base corner cabinet that is in our kitchen on the lower cabinets, not the upper ones. So I think that I can fit everything in there. I just need some containers to put the markers and stuff, because it is one of those, you like open it and it spins in a circle. So it's not like a full shelf in there. It's kind of like a rounded one. So it doesn't have a ton of space, but I think that all of the art stuff and the paint and everything would fit actually quite well in there if I can get something to organize it. When I went to Dollar Tree this past weekend, there was nothing there for that type of thing, and I didn't look at Target. So those are the types of things that really are best found right around when back to school is happening. But I might look and see if I can get some of the Lazy Susan desk organizers from Erin Condren, because those would probably work quite well for what I am looking to do in that space. So I also want to get trash picked up in the kids' rooms. There's just a lot of random stuff on the floor in Jack's room, and it needs to be taken care of, but I don't really know what to do with the stuff. I really don't. I asked him if he wanted to get rid of toys, but he says that he uses them all still, so my idea is still to get everything into the basement but we'll see. So that's where we are at the moment. Cleaned off my table. I have gotten my bookshelves all organized and cleaned up. A bag of trash over there. Right here in this bin are a few books that I wanted to get rid of. I have a whole bunch more in the basement, but again, I'm still not sure. There's also some planners in there, some A5 guided journals that I had purchased from Erin Condren that I'm not going to use, and so I wanted to get rid of those as well. I don't know, all of those books in there are like brand new books. I've read them, but they are still in excellent condition. The only thing is I underline when I read nonfiction, so they are underlined on the important parts, I felt. And then I also put all of my notebooks and Bible books, Bible studies, Bibles in here. I do have some Bible stuff over here as well. All of that information, all of those books, I would really like to have out on a bookcase in my living room. I don't know, that's kind of where I want to keep it, so it's available for everybody and not just me. And also, typically when I do my Bible study in the morning, I do it on the couch in my living room. So it would be nice to just grab stuff off the shelves as needed. Not that it takes a long time to walk into my office, but you know, ease and such. So now I think I'm going to actually sit down for a little bit, and I want to go through the Baker Creek seed catalog. I think I mentioned this before. I usually don't order anything from them, but I really like to look at the pictures and it gives me some ideas. I tend to buy my seeds from Fedco and Johnny's. I do need to get some Provider green beans. I'd like to get some purple carrots. I don't know what kind of carrots they're called. My kids like to grow all of the purple vegetables. They are playing Minecraft right now, which is why they're yelling in the background. But so far it has been a really productive day. I feel really good about how things have gone. I still have a lot of stuff that I want to get done, especially up in the kids' rooms, but I really need them to be doing that with me and not just me on my own. And like I said earlier, I think I'm going to wait to work on the basement until Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I think what I'm going to do this afternoon is try and get the Legos finished up, stack up the piles of books that I kind of just dumped on the floor in the basement, maybe get them in a box to go somewhere, and then sit down and look at my seed catalogs and just rest and have some tea this afternoon. Will that actually happen? I don't know, because I feel like every time I come onto a vlog and I say, I'm going to sit down and read and have tea, I get distracted with other things and I don't just sit down. I think that's probably why I do the majority of my reading at night after everybody has gone to bed and I myself am in bed, because there's nothing else that I can do while I am in bed except for read. You know, I'm not like doing budgeting or planning or writing or editing or cleaning. I'm just reading. So yes. Anyways, I still don't know what to do with this cart. I'll probably put it in the basement for the time being. Yeah. So far it's been a great day. Kids have been good. They're just enjoying hanging out with their friends on FaceTime, doing some sort of Minecraft battle. So that's what we are all doing, and just waiting for the snow to come, which will probably be tonight. Okay, so it is late afternoon now, and I am wrapping up for the day. I brought all of the books down that were up in my office that needed to go down here, but these are all the books that need to be organized, and I'm not going to do that today. I have not sat down to look at my seed catalogs or drink tea or read or anything. I was just mainly getting the rest of the stuff upstairs kind of tidy. I do still want to go up into the kids' rooms with a trash bag, and I think that I'm going to be doing that shortly with them. But yeah, it's been a really good day. I'm happy with how things have been going. Again, all of the book situation, I just have to get it under control. And this will be a good year for me to try and start getting rid of maybe some homeschool books. Last year, if you watched any of my homeschool room clean out videos, I talked about packing up the preschool and kindergarten and first grade levels that I have and putting them in boxes and putting them in the unfinished part of the basement. Now, a lot of those books I really don't want to get rid of, especially the preschool books. There's a lot of storybooks in there that I want to keep and pass on to my kids when they grow up and have their own families. I know that minimalists will say don't do that, but I have books from my childhood. I have books from my mom's childhood. So that is something that I plan to do as well. They are favorites, so I definitely want to keep them. However, there are definitely some books in those boxes that are not that important, and those I could probably start to get rid of. Things like early readers, or just like level 1, 2, 3 readers that we don't need, because Lucy is past those levels now. I don't know why I'm keeping them, except that I have this I always view things as, what if we need it in the future? What if we need it in the future? So that's kind of where I'm at, but I have decided to get rid of a lot of my personal books and move things around that way, but it's such a huge undertaking that whether or not it will actually happen this week or not is totally up in the air. It may be something that I just completely ignore until after we are done with school, when I do all of my big clean out stuff, getting everything packed up after our teacher reviews and stuff. That's always a good time for me to get some organizing done, especially with homeschool related things. So I still have to do the trash upstairs. It's like drawings and crafts and things like that the kids keep in their rooms that just stay there, or there might be like broken crayons or other art supplies that just need to be put away, that they take up into their bedrooms. So yeah, that's about all I'm going to finish for today. So I'm going to wrap up this vlog here. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It's been a good day, maybe not as productive as yesterday was, but I still feel like I got quite a bit done. It's just, I don't have enough time to do all of the things. I'm just trying to do some of the things. I did get my entryway closet cleaned out, so that was good. I still need to do my master bedroom closet, the downstairs hall closet, and the kids' closets. Those are the 3 other decluttering projects that I have to do in February for my goals. Working on my home management goal, and so I feel pretty good about that, and getting rid of some of the books that I was transferring around in the shelves in my office. I think I pulled out maybe 10 books that I'm ready to let go of, so that is good as well. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.